First of all, thanks for being part of this video. This is part 2 of syllogisms topic. Previously, we have seen the basic concept of syllogisms and we learned how to draw Venn diagrams for the statements and how to check the conclusions. These are the things we have learned previously. In today's video, we are going to see some examples of these syllogisms and we are going to see one more concept we need to learn in this syllogisms, which is either or concept. So let's get started with either or concept. If you are not watched the part 1 of syllogisms, please do watch that part 1, and the links for the part 1 video will be given in the description and also in the I comments in the right side corner of the video. Let's get started with today's concept. Now we are going to see some examples of conclusions. It is given that this is the statement Venn diagram and these are the conclusions. Let's see which conclusions follows and which conclusions doesn't follows. Sum A is C. What actual meaning of this one is sum A, some part of A is sharing with C. Here we can see that A and C sharing some part. So it is clear that A and C is sharing some part. For basic conclusions like some case, what we need to see is the direct meaning of the given conclusions in the basic statement Venn diagram. So here first statement says that some part of A is sharing with some part of C. It is visible in our basic statement Venn diagram. So our conclusion will be true. Let's see second conclusion. Second conclusion says that sum B is A. Some part of B is sharing with A. Here I can see that some part of B is sharing with some part of A. It is visible in our basic statement Venn diagram. So this conclusion is true. Second one, sum B. Third one, sum B is C. Is some part of B is sharing with C. Here it is visible that all B is sharing with C. All B is sharing with C means some part of B is also sharing with C. So this conclusion is also true. Next one, fourth one, sum C is B. Some part of C sharing B or not. Here it is visible that in C there is B inside. It means that some part of B is sharing with C. It is visible in our basic Venn diagram. So this conclusion is also true. Let's see next conclusion. Sum C is D. Does some part of C is sharing with D? Here it is clearly says that some part of C does not share with no part of C is shared with D. So this conclusion will be false. Okay, this conclusion will be false. Next one, some part of E is sharing with D. Does some part of E is sharing with D? Here I see some part of E is sharing with D. So it is visible in our statement Venn diagram. So this conclusion is true. Okay. Next conclusion, some part of D is sharing with F. Here in our Venn diagram we represent that F has a dot. The dot means this F doesn't share with anything except E. So in our conclusion says that F sharing with D. Okay, but F only shares with E. So this conclusion will be false. This conclusion will be false. Next one, sum F is sharing with E. We already said that F shares with only E. So here F sharing with some part of E. It is true. So this conclusion will be true. Next one, sum A is F. We already explained that F doesn't share with anything except E. So how can it share with A? So this conclusion will be false. Next one, sum B is F. We already said that F shares only with E. So how can it share with B? So this conclusion is also false. Some part of F is sharing with C. The same thing I am repeating, that F shares only with E. Then how can it share with C? So the next one, sum E is A. Here is A and here is E. Does they are sharing some part with each other? There is no sharing between these two circles. So this conclusion will be false. Next one, sum G is E. So sum G is E. Here is G and here is E. Does they are sharing? It is not represented like that. We have a presentation of some part is not sharing with G and they doesn't share with each other in our basic Venn diagram. So this conclusion will be false. Next one, final conclusion, sum G is B. Here is G and here is B. Does you see that there is any sharing between B and G? We cannot see any sharing between B and G. So this conclusion will be false. Okay. By this we have completed the concept of basic conclusions of sum case. Okay. Basic conclusions of sum case, what we need to see is we need to check the direct meaning. Does they sharing the part or not in our basic statement Venn diagram? If they shares, then the conclusions will be true. If they doesn't share, then the conclusion will be false. Let's see one more type of questions, which is all case. All case. Let's see each and every conclusion. This is the same basic statement Venn diagram. And let's see the conclusions. All A is C. It means that all A is inside C. Here C is here and A is here. But actual our conclusion says that A is inside C. Here I don't see like that. A is some part of A is outside C. So the first conclusion is false. Next one, second conclusion, all B is A. It's saying that all B is inside A. But I don't see the same meaning of this one. So this conclusion is also false. Third one, all B is C. What actual meaning of this one is all B is inside C. We see the same meaning from our basic statement also, statement Venn diagram also. So this conclusion will be true. Next one, all C is B. What actually this meaning is all C is inside B. All C is inside B. B is inside C, but all C is not inside B. So the first this conclusion will be false. Next one, all C is D. It's saying that all C is inside D. We don't see that meaning in our basic statement Venn diagram. So this conclusion will be false. Next one, all E is D. Does you see all E is inside D? Here is A and here is D. We don't see that all E is inside D. So the conclusion will be false. Next one, all D is F. Does you see all D is inside F? Here is D and here is F. We don't see that all D is inside F. So this conclusion is also false. Next one, all F is E. Here we can see that all F is inside E. So the conclusion meaning and the statement diagram meaning is same. So this conclusion will be true. Next one, all A is F. Here we represented a dot in F. It means that F only shares with E. And here our conclusion says that it is sharing with A. Does F shares with A? It is not possible. So this conclusion will be false. Next one, all B is F. The same thing I already repeated previous one, which is F shares only with E. Then how can it represents with B? This is also false. F with C, the same thing. F shares with only E. So this is also false. All E is A. We see, does you see all E is inside A? We don't see the same meaning in our basic statement Venn diagram. So this conclusion is also false. All G is E. Does you see all G is inside G? Inside E. Does you see all G is inside E? We don't see like that in our basic statement Venn diagram. So this conclusion will be false. All G is B. Does you see all G inside B? I don't see like that. So this conclusion is also false. So the basic conclusions of all and sum, what we need to do is we just need to check the direct meaning of the conclusions in the basic statement Venn diagram. Without any possibilities, we need to see the actual meaning of the conclusions in the basic statement Venn diagrams. Okay. Now we are going with the possibility cases. Possibility cases of what here is not or never. If we see not, never in any conclusions, then what we need to do is, I already said that in a first part. Let's see these conclusions and understand the concept. As usual, this is statement Venn diagram. Okay, let's see first conclusion. Sum A is not. Here we see not. If we see not or never, what we need to check is, instead of sum, we check all case. All A can be C or not. All A can place inside C. Is it possible or not? Possibility case. If we see not, then we need to check possibilities. All A can we place inside C. It is possible. We can place all A inside B and A is sharing with B. Okay, it is possible. So possible diagram we can draw for all. If all case is possible, then our sum not case will be false. Okay, so the first conclusion will be false. First conclusion will be false. Next one, second conclusion. Here we see not again. So what we need to check is all B is A. All B can we place inside A? It is also possible. All B we can place inside A. It is possible. It is possible means, all case possible means not case fails. Okay. All case possible means not case will be fails. Next one, we see not again. So we check all B can be C. All B can be C. It is already in C. So all case is true here. All case true means sum not case will be fails. Okay. All case is already true in our basic statement Venn diagram. So this conclusion sum not case will be fails. Here we see not again. So what we need to check is all C can be B. Is it possible? Can you place all C inside B? We can place all C inside B. It is possible. How we can draw is A is sharing with B. We represent the same diagram of C and B in a same circle. Then you can say that all C is inside B, all B is inside C. So we can draw a possible diagram like this. So all case is satisfying. All case satisfying means not case will be fails. Okay. Next one, not. So we check all C can be D. Can we place all C inside D? Here we have a representation that C cannot share with D. Then how can we place all C inside D? So it is not possible. All case is not possible here. So all case fails means some not case will be true. Next one, here we see not. So we check all E can be D. Can we place all E inside D? Here taking all E and placing inside D, then F also comes. F shares only with E. If we place E and F together in D, then the statement diagram violates. So all case fails. All case fails means some not case will be true. Some not case will be true. So this conclusion is true. Here we see not. So we check all D can be F. Can we place all D inside F? If we place all D inside F, then some part of D is sharing with F. But here in our diagram we represent that F only shares with E. So all case fails. All case fails means our not case will be true. So this conclusion is true. Next one, not. So we check all F can be E. Here we already see that all F is sharing with E. All case it is already satisfying. All case satisfying means not case will be fails. Okay. All case satisfies means not case will be fails. Next one, we see not again. So all A is F. Can we place all A inside F? Here in our diagram we represent that F shares only with E. Then we cannot share with A. So all case fails. All A inside F, it is not possible. All case fails means all not case will be true. So this conclusion will be true. Next one, here we see again not. So all B can be sharing with F. We already said that F doesn't share with anything except E. So sharing with B is not possible. So sharing with B is not possible means all in some case both are not possible. So all case fails means not case will be true. So this conclusion will be true. Next one, here we see the same. F doesn't share with anything except E. Here saying that F, some part of F does not share with C. So this conclusion is true. I actually saying a technique that how to remember. If we see a not, then we need to check all case. Without checking all case, we can say that is it true or not. First we need to check the meaning of this conclusion. It says that some part of F is not sharing with C. The actual meaning says that here in a basic Venn diagram we see F only shares with E, then it doesn't share with C. If F doesn't share with C means some part of F doesn't share with C and all part of F doesn't share with C. So it is true. Actually the syllogisms, what actually the concept is, the conclusion meaning, does you see the same in our basic statement or not? This is what the syllogisms concept. So here we see that some F is not C. Next one, let's see this directly. All E is not A. Given that all E is not A. What actual meaning is, does all E is not sharing with A. Here, when taking all E, we see F also. F doesn't share with anything except E. So, all E doesn't share with A. So, it is clear that it doesn't share with A. The actual meaning of this one. Okay. All E doesn't share with A because of F. So, this conclusion is also true. Next one. Let's see with the basic traditional method. If we see not, we check all G is A. Can we place all G is inside E? Is it possible or not? Even though we see some part of E doesn't share with G, but we can place all G inside E like this. If we can place G here without sharing F, and it doesn't share this part. So we can able to draw a possible diagram of G inside E is possible. So all G is E is possible. All possible means all not case. Not case will be false. Okay, all case is possible. So not case will be fails. Next one. Some G is not B. We see not. So we check all G can be placed inside B. Can we place all G inside B? It is possible. We can place all G inside B like this, and we can represent that some part of E is not sharing with G like this. So we can draw a possible diagram. So all case is possible. All case possible means not case will be fails. Okay. By this we have completed the concept of not never case also. Next, we are going to see one more concept of no case. Okay, no case. As usual, this is our basic statement Venn diagram. Let's see what if we have no. I already teach this what we need to do when we see a no in the conclusion. If we see no, we need to check some case, either possibility or the actual meaning of the basic statement. No A is C. So we check some A can be C or not. Here some part of A is sharing with C. Some case is possible. Some case is true. Some case true means no case will be fails. Same as the not never case. If we check all case in not or never case, if all case possible, then our conclusion will be false. Same here, but we check some case. If some case is true, then no case will be fails. Okay, let's understand with the second conclusion. No B is C. No B is A. Here we see no. So we check some B can share with A. Here it is clear that A is sharing with B. B is sharing with A. So some case is possible. Some case possible means no case will be fails. Next one. No B C. Some B is sharing with C. Here it is clear that B is sharing with C. B shares with C means some possible. Some possible means no case fails. No C is a B. We see no means some part of C can share with B. Here some part of C is already B. So some case is possible. Some case possible means no case will be fails. Next one. No C is D. In our statement Venn diagram, we can see that C doesn't share with D. What actually the diagram means is the same. No C is D. Okay. So this conclusion will be true. Some part of C doesn't share with D. So some case fails means no case will be true. Next one. No E is D. Here we see some part of D is sharing with E. So some case is possible. Some case possible means no case fails. No D is F. Can some part of D is shared with F? Is it possible? It is not possible because F doesn't share with anything except E. So D doesn't share with F. So some case fails. Some case fails means no case will be true. No case is true here. No F is E. Here F already sharing with E. So it means that some part of F is already sharing with E. Some case is true here. If some case is true here, then no case will be false. Next one. No A is F. F doesn't share with anything except E. So A and F doesn't share some part. So some case fails. Some case fails means no case will be true. Here same again. No B is F. F doesn't share with anything except E. So B and F also doesn't share. It is true. So this conclusion will be true. Sorry. Let's see from this one. I erased all the conclusions we already seen. Let's see this one. E and F. It fails. A and F. It is true. No B is F. B doesn't share with F. So it is also true. Next one. F doesn't share with C. Does some part of C is sharing with F? Is it possible? It is not possible because of F doesn't share with anything except E. So this conclusion will be false. Some case will be false. Some case false means no case will be true. Next one. Here E is sharing with A. Is it possible? Can we share some part of A with E? In a possible diagram, we can share A like this. So it is possible of drawing A here. So A some case is possible means no E is A is a false. So this conclusion will be false. No G is E. Can we share some part of G with E? I already said that we can place G inside E, or else we can place G here. This G doesn't share this part. So some case is possible for G and E. So some case possible means no case will be fails. Last one. No G is B. Can we share some part of G with B? We can draw G like this as a possible diagram. So we can share some part with B and G. So some case possible means no case fails. Okay. By this we have completed the total concept of how to draw statement Venn diagrams and how to check the conclusions that are given. Okay, now we left with one more topic, which is either or concept in this syllogisms. Now we are going to see the concept of either or. What is either or? In options we see either 1 or 2 follows. What actually when we get this either or as our option? In conclusions, if we have two conclusions like something, one statement is positive, one statement is negative. Positive and negative means some or all. A is B. It is positive statement. We don't see any negative thing in this conclusion. In other statement, in other conclusion, we see some A is not B. Okay. Then you can say that it is a positive statement and this is a negative conclusion. Positive conclusion and negative conclusion. And we already said that we need to check the conclusions whether it is true or false. If it is false, and we check the second conclusion and it is also false, both are false, and we have seen that it is one statement is positive and the other statement is negative, and we have same suffixes and same prefixes. same suffixes and same prefixes, then our answer will be either 1 or 2. Okay. So according to our either or concept, what will be the either or we see? If you have a conclusion of sum A is B, it is positive statement and it is fails by verifying in our statement Venn diagram. And we see one more statement, sum A is not B, and it is also fails. So we can see that it is positive statement and it is negative statement and same suffixes and prefixes. So our conclusion answer will be either 1 or 2 is the answer for this question. Let's see one more example. If we see an example like sum A is B fails, sum B is not A, it is also fails, then it is not either or. Why? Because here suffixes and prefixes are not same. So this is why, even though it is both the conclusions fails and one is positive and one is negative, then our answer will be neither nor only, not either or. Why? Because of the suffixes and prefixes are not same. But it is exceptional for only one case, sum and no. If we see sum A is B and no B is A, then here if we don't see any suffixes and prefixes are not same, but on sum and no case the answer will be either or. It is exceptional for only this sum and no. Rather than sum and no, everything that doesn't share with suffixes and prefixes are not same, then the answer will be neither nor. And there is one more exceptional we need to see in either or concept, which is if we see all as positive statement, no as negative statement, even though the suffixes and prefixes are the same, the answer will be neither nor, because of all and no concept. If we see all and no, then the answer will be neither nor. Okay, these are the two exceptional things for either or case. By this we have completed total concept of syllogisms. Okay, it is your time to solve the questions and practice well in this topic to secure 1 to 5 questions that we actually see in bank preliminary examinations and mains examinations. So thanks for watching. If you are new to my channel, please do like, share and subscribe and click on the bell icon to get instant notification about my videos. Thanks for watching.